Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a look on my best friend for Valentine's Day. It's good for a date night or just going out with your girls. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray her face with the e.l.f. Aqua Priming Mist. And I spray the entire face with this and kind of let it soak into the skin. Um, yeah, it's a little overwhelming. And it just moisturizes the face and makes a good barrier between your skin and the foundation so it doesn't stick to any dry patches. And next I'm going to do the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer on her lids and just rub that all over her lids. And now I'm taking the shade Tempera all over the lid with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to use that to kind of set the eyeshadow primer. And I'm just using the brush that comes with the palette. And this actually helps blend the other shadows that are going to go on after, so that they don't bunch up all in one area. It's easier to blend them. And next I'm going in with the shade Warm Taupe in the crease and the outer corner. So I'm going to blend that into the crease.
That's all I can do! Hit it!
So I'm kind of creating the shape that I want to make on her eye with the Warm Taupe and just blending that out for a while till it's perfect. I love this palette. It's amazing. It's very pigmented and it blends very, very nicely. Next, I'm taking my MAC 217 brush and I'm putting red ochre on with that underneath the Warm Taupe and kind of like just a little bit into it to blend it together with the crease color. Yep, the red ochre right there. I'm going to be putting that kind of like right underneath the crease. But I'm going to be leaving the inner half of the eye blank. And when you're using red, you want to make sure you don't use too much because it can get really pigmented really fast. So I like to tap off my brush and make sure that I have just the amount of product I need. And I like to build up the product in the crease. So I'll keep going into the pan and just keep blending out until it looks as vibrant as I want it to. So I pretty much keep going in until it looks as dark as I want it to, and I just keep blending to make sure there's no harsh lines at all, and that it's blended in with the crease color nicely. Now I'm taking just a little bit more of the Warm Taupe and kind of going over where I went in with the red and just making sure that it's all blended out nicely and has the right pigmentation that I was looking for. We kept making each other laugh throughout the video, so just excuse that. She doesn't wear too much makeup, but every now and again, I like to go in. And she was so kind to be my model for this. And she got lots of compliments that day at work. We woke up really early to film this, so excuse her yawns throughout. We were both pretty sleepy. So then I'm gonna take the tempura again and I'm gonna use that on the outer edges to soften the eyeshadow, and also I'm gonna put this shade on the inner half of her lid and her inner corners to brighten it up. Now I'm going in, putting it in the inner corners. And the shade's pretty close to her skin tone, so it's just gonna brighten up the inner corner and put most of the focus on what I did in the crease. Next, I'm taking the Amazonian Clay Brow Mousse by Tarte in the shade Ash Blonde, and I'm just filling in her eyebrows with that. I showed all the products last for some reason, so fill. Now I'm putting some tinted eyebrow gel on. That's from Maybelline. Putting that on top just to keep the eyebrow hairs in place. Now I'm taking my Sephora brow enhancer under the brows to highlight the brow bone, and I'm blending that out with a small smudger brush. After that, you can use any small brush or like a smudger. I used a smudger that was on the back of one of my eyeliners that I hadn't used before. I normally would do that step first, but it doesn't really matter. So now I'm taking more tempura and blending that in just a little bit more to make it look seamless. Her eyebrow moved out of place, so I had to put it back. Now I'm taking the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and coating her top lashes with that. I know this looks really weird, but it helps me put mascara on other people because it doesn't bump into their top lid, it just bumps into my thumb. And it lifts their lashes up so it doesn't feel like I'm poking them in the eye pretty much. Now I'm picking out her lashes, and I have a box set that I got of like 75 lashes on Amazon for like $15. And they have like all different kinds. The brand is called Solona. I will link those down below, and they're awesome. So there's 75 different pairs, and each row is like a different shape. They're all very glam. There's a few subtle ones, but you know I'm glam, so I like the crazier ones. Now I'm having her put on the Too Faced. Now I'm having her put on the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer all over her face. I use this every single day. You want to make sure that your skin is very moisturized before you put on foundation. That way, the foundation won't stick to any dry patches on your face. So you want to make sure your skin is very, very moisturized. So I usually either do two all over the face sprays of the e.l.f. primer, or I'll do this Too Faced primer all over the face. And if I'm feeling very dry, I'll use like one spray all over the face of the e.l.f. priming mist, and then I'll do the hangover replenishing after. It has a lot of good ingredients in it that are very good for your skin. So now I'm just going to pop on her lashes after I've waited a little while. You want to put the glue on and wait until it's almost dry before you put the lashes on, and then you just want to put them exactly where you want them and just let them set. So that way they don't move around too much, and once you get them in the spot they need to be, they stay. She's not that used to wearing eyelashes, so these felt a little big on her and a little weird. She's not used to them, but once we curl them together, they'll feel way more comfortable, and you won't be able to see them as much. She said she feels like she could fly away with them. So now I'm gonna take the eyelash curler, my Kevin Aucoin eyelash curler, and I'm going to curl her real lashes together with the fake lashes. So it's pretty much gonna blend them into the fake lashes, so that way you don't have like an extra set of lashes right underneath some fake lashes. And this kind of just like curls them together and keeps them out of your eye and makes them much more wearable and comfortable. Fan them out, make sure they're dry. Now I'm going to take her It Cosmetics CC cream that I got her that has SPF 50 in it and also color corrects her skin as well. And I'm taking that with a damp beauty blender and putting that all over the face. It looks like I'm beating her face, but that's my best friend, so I'm going to be a little aggressive. I usually do makeup on myself, so I've been practicing on other people, but I'm not that used to it yet. So my hand's kind of like unsteady, but I get the job done. That's all that matters. You want to make sure that you blend all the way to the ear and down the neck so there isn't any obvious lines of products. I'm just dabbing it under her chin and down her neck. She only usually uses one pump, so that's how much I use. I like to use like two pumps, but she has a smaller face than me, and so I just went with what she normally uses. I realized I had more on my hands, so I was pretty happy about that. Just gonna dab that on real quick. And this CC cream is very buildable. You can build it up. I'd say it's about medium coverage. Now I'm showing you the CC cream after I did it. I was using my GoPro, so I couldn't really tell what the lighting was. So now I'm taking her, or now I'm taking my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer under her eyes. Now I'm gonna blend that in with her beauty blender. And she brought her own, which is good for sanitary reasons. You always want to use your own beauty blender and mascara, but I use mine because I didn't care. Just blending for days. Now I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier translucent powder with another damp beauty blender, and I'm going to set her under eyes with that. And the reason I use a separate beauty blender is because if I use the beauty blender with all the foundation on it and then I put powder on it, it kind of like I can't go back. So I have one for powder and one for product. I'm also going to put the concealer on the highlights of her face and blend that in. So I'm going to put that on her forehead, down the nose, and a little bit on her chin. Now keep in mind I would have used a lighter concealer than this one. These are my concealers, so they're darker. It's like her skin tone pretty much. But we're gonna brighten it with the Laura Mercier powder, so no biggie. Now I'm just blending that in. Now I'm setting that again with the other beauty blender and the Laura Mercier powder, which I'm gonna show you right after I do it. Now I'm going to set the rest of her face with the same powder with a brush, with a Sephora brush. And when you're setting the face or setting anything, you want to make sure you're like pressing it into the skin rather than sweeping because you want to make sure that it keeps the products where they are and really sets them. And then once they're set, you can add other powders on top and blend and get real in there. There it is. Then I'm gonna take the Lorac Take Me to Tantango palette to contour her cheeks. I took the shade Tan Antonio. I love this palette. I don't know if it's still in stock, but it's like perfect for my skin tone. I'm gonna take the lightest shade up at the top left, which is Tan Antonio, and I'm gonna use that to contour her cheekbones. She had a yawn. Back to the fish face. We woke up really early to film this, so she was really tired. So I'm going in several times because I want to make sure that I don't put too much on because it is a darker color. That's not really meant for her skin tone. So I'm just going in slowly and building it up. Now I'm doing blush and I'm going to use I'm using, so now I'm doing blush. I'm going to use a red eyeshadow that I have from one of my Morphe palettes. And I'm using a red eyeshadow because I want it to be similar to her eyeshadow. So I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit and tapping it off and using that as her blush. What I like to do is I like to go back in with my translucent powder brush and just blend that out a little bit more in case it's too harsh. And now I'm going in with my favorite Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighter in the shade King Tut. I'm putting that in her inner corners and her brow bone. I'm pretty much putting this everywhere. Yes, inner corner. So I will go in several times to make sure it's as bright as possible because you just gotta let people know you didn't come to play games. Now I'm taking that and putting that on her brow bone a little bit. Nothing too intense. I don't really like an intense brow bone. That's just my taste. Now I'm going to take that same highlighter and use a fan brush and highlight her cheeks. Yes, cheekbone, come on. I also like to take this a little bit above the eyebrows into kind of like a C shape. And I'm also, once I'm finally done highlighting, I'm going to take that on her cupid's bow as well. And down the bridge of her nose and on the tip of her nose. I want her to shine all day long. Just the final touches. Now I'm taking the same Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and I'm coating her bottom lashes with this very carefully. So then I took a black eyeliner and put that on her waterline and smudged it out. I blended it in with her highlight, her inner corner highlight. And now I'm taking a little bit of the warm taupe again and putting that on her lower lash line. I was at a bad angle. She's starting to feel herself okay. And so now I'm putting on the Mary Jo K lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics very carefully because I couldn't find the lip liner, so I'm just being extra careful. And she wanted me to slightly overdraw her top lip a little bit, so I tried my best. Okay, so now that the look is finished, I'm spraying her face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Just a little bit. Oh, oh. Letting that dry a little bit. And that's it. It's all done. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. I think it's perfect for any type of date night or girls' night out or anything like that. Just a subtle glam with a red lip. Yes, girl. She looks so cute.